Welcome to Fueling Your Legacy, hosted by Samuel Knickerbocker. Each week, we expose the faulty foundational mindsets of the past and rebuild a new, stronger foundation essential in creating your legacy. We've got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. We're back on here in the Fuel Your Legacy podcast. And today and this whole week, we're going to be talking about vision and how to have a vision-led life. I love this topic because too many people have diluted what a vision is to the point where they think that it's only reserved for like holy people who are directed by God, which I believe we all are. And that's why I want to lump myself in the category rather than like something that happened in the past and it's no longer happening. I think people can have and are having visions every day and should have and should intentionally have and should plan these out, right? Visions are so crucial to our success in life, and learning how to create your own vision and how to have a vision inspired by other things. That's what we're going to talk about this week. I am super excited. I have one of my long-term heroes. I watched this guy create his career. I mean, he already had a very successful career doing door-to-door sales in numerous industries, and he had a vision, and it changed the course of his life, his family's life, and honestly, millions of other people's lives because he's brought some professionalism and notoriety, I guess you could say, to a profession that in the past has been looked at as not very good. So that guest Friday, Sam Taggart, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This interview was one of my favorite interviews to do, honestly, since I've been doing this podcast. And that's not to say anything negative about any previous guests, but I just the things that I had, the aha moments, the things that I learned were incredible. So super excited to bring that to you. On Wednesday, we're going to do a book review on The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Strongly advise going and getting it. It's a book really about stoicism and how to apply certain things in your life, how to reframe your mindset, almost like a positive psychology spin on it, where everything that's happening it's not necessarily happening and everything's happening for a reason. But the question is, and I talked about this a while ago, but what is the reason everything's happening? And you get to ask yourself that question. What's the meaning in life, not the meaning of life, right? How can I use this obstacle, this thing that seems really hard, as a stepping stone, as a way to launch me to the next pad? 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, I don't know, Bronwyn Eisen, we did a whole week all about how the setback is the setup for success. And this book really exemplifies and really puts a magnifying glass on that. And I love Sam Taggart's story. I'm super excited for you to get that. But let's dive into what a vision-led life means, how to create that in your life, and what you can be doing on a daily basis to really draw that into who you are. Okay, so let's first use some synonyms of the word vision to kind of get your mind spinning and draw some parallels here. So if we say, hey, when was the last vision that you had? People are like, I have never had a vision. Okay, and for me, I would have said the same thing maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I've never had a vision. And that sucks, man. That sucks to say. What if I said, hey, where do you want to go? What do you want your future self to look like, right? Have you ever visualized what you want your future to look like, right? That's a vision, right? You are creating a vision of the future by visualizing. I mean, it's just a synonym, but for some reason they don't connect the two, but it's a synonym. Visualization is a vision of what's going to come to pass. Now, if you look at the 1828 dictionary, and what does the word vision mean? Like, what's the definition of a vision, right? The definition of a vision based on the 1828, I believe Webster's dictionary, is basically believing something or seeing something in your mind's eye with absolute certainty and feeling as though it's real, right? That's a vision. And if you're not having one of those every day, I would strongly encourage you to start having them. And so the question is, well, Sam, you're telling me to have a vision. How do I have a vision? When was the last time you sat down with a pen and paper and wrote out what you want the next 5, 10 years to look like in your life? what you want to have, what do you want to be doing, what do you want your kids to be doing, saying, thinking, being, right? What type of house do you want to live in? What type of car do you want to be driving, right? In vivid detail, what color of the paint on, what color do you want the paint on your walls? What color of handles on your bathroom sink do you want? What type of handle? Do you want ivory? Do you want it like a long neck that kind of droops down and goes straight down? Do you want porcelain countertops, or do you want stone countertops? Do you want that stone to be green or red? What color of cabinets do you want? Black, red, blue, purple, green, white. What color do you want the tile in that bathroom? What size of bathtub do you want? Do you want a jacuzzi, or do you just want a regular bathtub and a big shower? Do you want a walk-in shower, or one that you just have a curtain for? Right? All these questions, that's just the bathroom, okay? I dream about my bathroom a lot because I think, there's an old country song. This is a little bit off topic, but there's an old country song where it says something like a bathroom you can play baseball in, and I've never got that out of my mind, and I want a bathroom that's like a ginormous room that would encompass a bathroom, a walk-in closet that's probably 200 to 300 square feet of just like clothes, and a laundry room inside of that, a walk-in shower, a sauna. And my bathroom is going to be wicked awesome once it becomes mine. But just think about like how detailed have you visualized your future? If you want to know what my house looks like from the street, I could draw you a picture in pretty great detail just from my mind's eye of what I want my house to look like. I can draw a picture of how I want my garage, where I want the garage entrance to be, what I want for the color of pebbles that I want in my driveway moving up or going up to my house, what type of pavers that I want, what type of swimming pool that I want, what type of fish I want in my aquarium that's in between my garage and my swimming pool, so that when you're swimming, you can look down and feel like you're swimming with fish, even though they're contained by the aquarium, right? When you start thinking about all of these potentials they could be yours. The only reason they're not yours is because you haven't really thought about them, you haven't really visualized them and brought them into your mind and been absolutely certain that you're going to get them. That's what I'm talking about, right? How do you want your children to respond to you every morning? Like, do you program every morning when you wake up and say, okay, I'm visualizing my child being respectful. I'm visualizing him eating his breakfast, his lunch, his dinner. I'm visualizing him cleaning up his toys. I'm visualizing, and you're creating this vision of what you want to come to pass. And you're feeling it. You're feeling all the feelings that having a helpful child gives you, right? All the gratitude, all the love, all the energy that having your children helping you gives you, so you can go out and do things, right? So you're visualizing yourself going out and meeting with other people and experiencing life and enjoying your children, right? So many people, they don't get to enjoy their children because they're so caught up in reacting to how their children are responding rather than visualizing and intentionally creating how they want to show up, okay? These visions are absolutely crucial in your life if you want to really have the life have the life of your dreams, right? The question is, what's the life of your dreams, and have you actually dreamed it? What's the difference between a dream and a vision? Have you thought about that? I know for me, there are days where I wake up from a dream and I'm absolutely certain that my wife and I have had a fight, or that I've done something terrible that I wasn't supposed to do, or that I've died, or that I was running from this terrible dog that was going to bite me, or that I jumped off a cliff and I got all wet, or that I peed in a corner and I wet the bed, right? And it does, like, all these things, like, I've woken up at different points in my life believing that I had done something that I didn't do, that there was no way I could have done it. I have woken up from a dream that was inside of a dream and thought I was awake finally, and went and lived a life inside of my dream. And then when I woke up in the morning, I was like, what the heck? I don't have a boat. I don't have an airplane. I can't leap like the Hulk and go from one continent to the next continent. I can't fly. What the heck? I was absolutely certain that I could fly. And now I can't. What the heck, right? So this is what a vision is. It's intentionally, the difference is, are you just allowing these visions and these stories to fill your mind based on what other people have told you? Or are you intentionally creating the life that you want? Are you really going after and creating what that looks like, meticulously planning it out, writing it down on a piece of paper, fill a whole journal about what your life is going to look like in 20 years from now, 30 years from now? What's your income? What's your wife? What kind of clothes are you guys going to be wearing? What kind of car are you going to be driving, right? And here's the thing, be a little futuristic about it, because the reality is, I love this, okay? This is such a great example. I don't know where I read this either, but Leonardo da Vinci, in his manuscript, I think I heard this from Rog Murgatroyd, actually. In his original manuscript, he had drawn out the specifications and the size, the purpose, all this stuff for a parachute. And then he wrote under it, in the event that a flying machine is ever created, it's going to be necessary to have a parachute. Here is a great design for one, right? And the modern parachutes are very, very similar. They're structured very similar to what he created before there was ever even a need for it. He created it. So when you're visualizing your future, think about, hey, what would be so cool, right? And we all watch Back to the Future. We saw him like pop something in the oven and it has this giant pizza and it was this little thing when it went in. The TV, the glasses, the hoverboards, like be futuristic about what you want, because a lot of those things that were not even fathomable when they were first written about, they were science fiction. There are reality today, right? Star Wars, Star Trek, a lot of this stuff was fiction when it was written. It was completely bogus. It's like somebody was like, yeah, that's reality. Nobody would have ever believed it. And now it's reality, okay? So allow yourself to really dream. Allow yourself to really get out there and say, okay, this is what I want in the future. And just be excited about it. I mean, it's so cool, the technology, the financial abilities that we have, the ability, like the world is so small because we can communicate so easily across the world. But what I'm trying to get to is really, really, really sit down. And what I love what Sam did, and I'll let him tell his story, but even if you need to, go on a retreat, turn all your technology off and just sit and dream. Just allow yourself to believe in something better. Allow yourself to see the best possible situation in everything. And then rather than being depressed that it's not your reality right now, live in the reality that best possible situation is what you're going to have. But then always live in contrast of when something happens, something doesn't go your way, say, okay, well, what's the worst thing that could have happened? Is that the worst thing that could have happened? Nope. Perfect. Then it's a great day. And so to keep in perspective, know the worst thing and know the best thing. And then always compare your current life to the worst thing. So that is what I have for the vision aspect, but I'm just super excited for this week's book, Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. And then honestly, I can't say enough about Sam. I'm so grateful for him taking the time to really sit down and have the conversation we had. He is an incredible person. He's a great leader, and he is doing some just life-changing things for so many people and companies across the planet, not just here in the United States, but across the planet. He's working international with people because of the stage that he chose to go to and the vision that he had of what he was going to create. As he's created it and is still creating it, it's just magnificent. I mean, I feel like Aladdin. I'm sure he feels this way too, right? Aladdin, he has this dream, almost like the genie gave him this dream, right? And now he's created this life, and it's just spectacular. And I just love it. I'm so excited. If you don't know who Sam Taggart is, go follow him on Instagram, on Facebook. D2D Experts, D2D Experts. That's D as in dog, 2 D as in dog experts. It's all one hashtag. And that'll take you to not his personal Instagram, but his company Instagram. But then also D2D is happening here in Salt Lake in a few months. And it's just incredible. I mean, just so much cool things that he's been able to create in a life. His house, it's a dream. I mean, it's a dream. He's creating his dream house, and being able to do that is only because he intentionally planned for the future. So what are you planning for, and what is your future going to look like? That's the question of the day, and we will catch you next time on Fuel Your Legacy. Thanks for joining us today. If what you heard resonated with you, please like, comment, and share on social media. Tag me so I can give you a shout out on the next episode. And thanks to all those who have left a review. It helps spread the message of what it really takes to build a legacy that lasts. Catch you next time on Fueling Your Legacy.